Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, kind of a lot happened. We went into the Blacklight District, the 13th District, and looked around there with Jin and met up with Walter and Sao, where we basically were just discussing, exchanging info, and then Walter wanted to fight, so we fought him and Sao. Kilika broke the fight up, and Elaine came out of nowhere and interrupted that as well, so a bunch of people just kind of met up and talked, exchanged info. And after that, we looked around with the kids and left where Prince Sharid came out of nowhere and is like, get in the car. So he invited us in and told us about how he needs our help with something in Basel. So we're investigating Basel next. But before that, we have nighttime. Nighttime exploration. Also, I have to make food. Can make one of them.
It would be my pleasure.
I do not want to waste that beast flesh.
I put quite a lot of effort into this.
Actually, that is a big heal. 1 and art damage up. And the rest of these, but you give CP. That's beast essence. Oh, I can do this then.
It would be my pleasure.
I want to make
Please, help
a
yourself.
ton of wild parfait for that 60 CP eventually, but okay, those don't conflict. That's good. All right, who's around here? Rosette.
Activating virtual
Okay. Okay, they didn't add any. I just had to be sure. Is it just me, or did you bring back some more plants? Indeed, I did. I was perusing the flower shop in Old Town and happened upon some wonderful plants. Are you off to patrol the city? Do let me know if you need my assistance. I would be happy to help. Thanks, but it ain't that big a deal, really. More like a late-night walk than a patrol. We got plenty to do tomorrow, so we'd best take it easy and rest up tonight. Understood. Perhaps I can do some reconnaissance preceding our trip to Basel then. Professional obligations notwithstanding, I do look forward to the trip. Basel offers quite the array of scenery and architecture. It's not often I have the privilege of traveling both for business and for pleasure. I can't wait to go there, because it did look interesting. What's up? You writing a letter? I figured I'd let everybody back home know how I'm doing. We've written back and forth a few times, but man, there's just so much to talk about now. I don't know where to start. My first time in the Blacklight District for one, though Abby might already know what that place is like. Wouldn't surprise me. Might as well be on the Jaeger bucket list. I might have gone there as a Jaeger myself if I'd stayed there. But I like learning about stuff this way. Working with you has really opened up my eyes to all these new things. So I was gonna write to them about it. Every day out here is super exciting. I say go for it. I can tell you really liked the time. I'm doing so much stuff now, I gotta pick something to write about, but what? I want to write about my little brother and sisters, or write to them, but then there's so much I want to tell Umi. Fairy must be having the time of her life here. Oh! Etoile? Okay, sorry. I see that cat every now and then. I guess this is his turf? Why are you so angry? I just want to pet you. I think that's all the people here. Aaron's clearly living it up somewhere. Probably just trying to hit on Paulette, honestly. No? He's not trying to hit on her. I went to catch a movie for the first time in a while, and my goodness, it shook me to my core. My heart is still racing. I've worked up an appetite even. Steak sounds quite nice to me. No. She's not bragging about something that she's lying about? It's rare. That Victor's a whiny old coot. Ain't even broke 60 and he's belly aching about his back, the little ninny. Youngsters these days are all so lazy. It's all cars and trains and public transportation for them. Back in my day, we walked and we liked it. Was good exercise and you didn't need no road or subway line to get where you wanted. No, sure, we just walked a vantail from here. Not impractical at all when a car can get me there in minutes. You kids and your cars. Bah, bunch of softy drivel turning your legs to mush. You keep driving everywhere and the kids will be able to outrun you. Back in your day, you didn't need to go 100 miles to go do something. Nowadays, though. Really killing me tonight. You're back again? You really ought to take a break. It isn't that... damn it, I hate this aging thing. God, pull yourself together, Victor. Long as Yume is still small enough to fit in your arms, I gotta keep this bistro going. Well, with an attitude like that, he's set for life. Nights are getting colder. That's probably what it is. It makes my back act up. But I can sleep when I'm dead. Gotta care for Yume until she can take care of herself. You sure you got that much left in the tank?
Pick something already. Get out there.
Oh no, an evil wolf. Little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin. Oh my, three little pigs exist in this world? Said the little piggy. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your straw house down. Grr. Mommy's a really scary wolf. Watch out, Yume. I'm gonna eat you. No, don't eat me. Just go back to reading the story, please. Man, she just does it all. Diva, more like divine. She can read me a bedtime story anytime. Oh, good to see you, Van. Care to join Yume for some playtime? I'm sure she'd be delighted. I'm good. Kiddo will have me here all night. I've got work to do.
Can't go wrong with any of them.
Nothing
Back
new.
soon.
Wolves don't scare me. If I find any, I'll whoop their butts. You're pretty spunky, ain't ya? Don't let me down. All right, let's go outside the perimeter. Let's talk to Jess. Wait, what? Why me? You don't want someone else to someone else to draw the jacket cover. Oh, that's the artist he wants. I forgot about, he talked to his manager. Yeah, I want it to be you. It has to be. Look, I get to draw, I drew a lot back in high school, and it'd be fun to do some promo art like that, but, Jess? Man, it bugs me when he goes all quiet out of nowhere. I just can't tell what he's thinking. This could make or break his new record. It's a really big deal. Am I really the right guy for the job? Give me some time to think it over. I don't know what to say. All right. I don't see how anyone else being fit for the job. I don't see anyone else. Stubborn as ever. He never changes. Where is your sister? I haven't seen her in a while.
Well...
Chapel. They're upstairs. I see. Another special class, you say? And with the guest teacher this time? Yes, exactly. I was trying to figure out how we can make history class more interesting. I thought that perhaps if they had a teacher they knew and got along with, they would be more curious to learn. Now I think that's a wonderful idea, Miria. I can always trust you to keep their best interests in mind. Such a lesson plan would likely require a fair bit of work, but I trust you can handle it. Best of luck, sister. I will. Thank you so much, Father. Oh, thank heavens. I was worrying all for nothing. However, seeing how kind Father Nikolai was did strike me as a bit odd. It felt as if he had other motives. Very mysterious he is. Sister Miria is a wonderful teacher, truly. Her care for her students is immediately evident. I am certain that her class will teach them much. I look forward to watching her. Let's go in here first, before we get devastated by the other family. Now, Anya, you've got a good head on your shoulders and a knack for math like nobody I've ever seen. So, tell you what, how about you help with my article for next year's economic outlook? Exciting, huh?
No way, Jose, that's your job. You shouldn't need a little kid to help you write a paper. Do it yourself, why don't you?
Denied. Oh, the humanity. Man, you never change, do you?
Well,
Anya's got a bright future ahead of her. I wanted to give her some experience handling this sort of thing, but... maybe it's too early. There'll be another time. You just didn't want to work.
Old Huck has tons of stories to tell. He's kind of like a grandpa. But then he's the president of a big investment company, too. He's kind of weird like that.
Welcome to Laguna.
Yeah, let's just do it. I'm just gonna skip it.
I feel good as new.
Make sure you don't catch a cold.
I don't know if that counted as a... Oh, okay. Anything else? Nope. Didn't count. We already did it once for the chapter, so... wait. Where have you been? I haven't seen you since... Chapter 3 at the beginning. I come home after my first day of work and Zora just brushes me off. Humph. Fine then. If she doesn't want to talk to her husband, I don't want to talk to my wife. Maybe I'll just take the damned living room for myself. See what she thinks of it. Curtis barely shows his face around here these days. Kid wants to blow me off, I'll give him the cold shoulder too. Okay, this is not healthy. It's not how you handle things.
I wish that sad sack in the living room would get up and move. Who does he take himself for? He only has himself to blame for his demotion. No sob story will change his fortunes. If he's so content to just drift in the doldrums of mediocrity, then why should I placate him? He should make himself useful and leave.
Yes, he should. No. Oh, their kid's just not here. What a family.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Rebecca's been trying to get over her anxiety. Maybe this is the year she finally gets some fresh air. To think it's been 10 years since she went outside. I can barely remember it. I really worry for her sometimes. It's just that anxiety makes it hard for her to interact with people. That's the big thing. I just don't know what to do. I don't want to coddle her too much, but all the same, she really can't carry on like this. Maybe I'm just getting too worked up about it myself. Oh, right. I almost forgot that new Kitty engine update drops today. I better get that installed. It has a secret mode you can toggle, and it lets you do some really nifty stuff. What?
Do you know? I hope to see you again.
Kitty engine.
Whenever something gets me curious, I can look it up on the OrbitalNet. It's so ridiculously useful. I've got tons and tons of papers and articles all at my fingertips. But the net doesn't cover everything. Some topics come up that I just can't find any dirt on. There's one article I wish I could have learned more about. If only I could ask the author.
Need something fixed?
Ooh, I got some points. That's the only one I can do. Yeah, I definitely couldn't do a 3. Yeah, 720. So I could open... Wait. Oh, Van. Is there any good defense things to open up? Van really could use Seraphic Force. I don't know if I could actually get it, though. That's a lot of space, and... Or Avenging Arrow. Counter when an ally is attacked. Time, which is exactly him. Oh, I already have Avenging Arrow. I went out of my way to get it. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't really need to open his up right now, then. if I already have that, because it's the only one that makes sense there. If I could open him and get him Avenging Arrow as well, which may be impossible. He's got a fire thing. Yeah, I'd need to replace all of this. I don't know about that. You maybe. Although this is water. Hey, do you have Seraphic Force? I'm going for Seraphic Force for her. I'm opening this up, and I am going to make that happen. So give me a moment. Alright. Got it. I don't think I lost anything. I did move some things.
Switching to maintenance mode.
I moved some things for her around, but she still has Seraphic Force and Mystical Start 2, which is the main thing. I think I lost one thing here. Oh yeah, I had to take an Evade 2 off of her to make sure she kept everything she needed. Because she originally had the Amalthea, which is 6 space, and it was good, but I want them both to be able to survive with 1 HP.
Hope to see you again soon.
It's okay. We're gonna get a better quartz eventually, and we'll be able to not have to try so hard to get Seraphic Force. I can barely stand being at home anymore, so I slipped out. What's so important about this stupid exam? It doesn't prove anything. Hell, why am I trying so hard to get into Aramis anyway? Because your parents are insufferable. Your mom doesn't know how to do a job, so she yells at her husband, and her husband doesn't know how to get off his ass. What's Eddie gotten himself into now? I heard he was in some kind of accident. Oh, yeah. How much does he want to make his poor mom worry? I just wish he'd come back home and talk to me for once in his life. Though I know he wouldn't listen to a damn thing I have to say. I think he might.
Looking is always free, you know.
I think he might after what he just went through.
Come back for more anytime.
Hopefully. Sheeta and Harry have been going to the grocery store all by themselves lately. They kind of remind me of Mom and Dad. I wonder if they'll buy me some candy, too. Carrots, potatoes, artichokes. Whoa, what else was there? Can you hold more for me, Harry? I was going to buy some milk and a baguette for breakfast. Hey, come on, Mark, let's go. What are you doing over there? Dinner soon. We're going to leave you behind if you don't catch up. I've been living with Sheena's family for about a month now. It's so fun being able to play with her every day, and we get to do the shopping on the way home, too. Gina's got a really good memory. She always remembers what we need to get after we're done playing. Harry and I have been getting the groceries together recently. He's really strong, so he carries most of the bags. I'm kind of jealous. But I make up for it in smarts. He always forgets what to buy at the store, so I've got that on him. Alright, Riverside.
Off we go.
We gotta go in here first. Hey, next act still getting ready. You mind waiting outside? I'll go do a sound check with him when I'm done here. You run this whole place?
See ya.
That man is not just ticket clerk. He's the manager of this whole place. Who's up? Oh, whoever it is, there's enough people that actually care to see it this time. I bet it's the Idol group. They're getting popular. Are you guys down there? What the hell? The map is deceiving. Okay, they are down there.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Van, darling, a little birdie let me know you were in the 13th district today. That's a fast little birdie then. But yeah, the immovable decided I'd play as his errand boy today. It is gonna be pure chaos with people like that running around. Trust me, I know. I'm expecting all my sources to go wild with them in the mix. The streets have also been going crazy considering all these recent developments. I hear a certain unsavory group might be on the prowl right now. Do try to be careful, please. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. you already know we're heading out, you can just say so. Well, I'm hoping to see Agnes and the rest sometime soon. Don't be strangers here. A has been quite busy since the year started, don't you think? The streets are buzzing with gossip. Word is a certain unsavory group is making some moves. Do try to be careful.
Time to make this. Aw, you're leaving already?
I am. Uh-oh. Is this the other one? Is this the Natalie? It is. It's surprising seeing you here, Natalie. Yeah, I thought you gave up on being an idol. What are you doing here? You haven't changed one bit, Sayla. Pretty as a rose and the bud as thorny as one. And think you'll ever beg a boyfriend with an attitude like that? Just hurry up and tell us what you want. Unlike you, we don't have all that much time to waste. All right, I'll cut you part-timers some slack since the idol life is already hell enough. I'll be straight here. You need to become a singer, Sayla. In direct order from the higher-ups. But you and I can go back to being a duo act. What? That's not possible. Sayla and I are already a duo. We're with you. And we're all really happy for you, new kid. Sayla, you get what this means, don't you? It was a little suspicious that they'd approved Lulua's debut just like that. That they have no faith in us from the start. Ooh, drama. I'll have to continue that one later. Oh, nice. They're actually sitting down together. Oh, and get this. He got all pissy at me because I didn't fit into these stupid jeans he bought me. Can you believe that? That was such a jerk move. At this point, I'm just glad we didn't last. I wouldn't want to be stuck with someone so shallow. Oh, geez, that's awful. Dude sounds like he has some real issues he needs to work through. There's nothing you could have done. Right, you get it, and you're a guy too. You hear that, Johnny? It's all your fault, you jerk. There we go. Let it out, Selma. All out, Selma. I don't mind. You're really inspiring, you know? Inspiring? Me? You have the wrong idea. I don't think I do. Even though it sucked, you took it in stride and turned everything around for the better. You're fit and so much happier. Not everyone can go ahead and make the most out of a bad situation. Just really goes to show how strong you really are. No, I'm not that cool. You're making me blush. Ooh. But he's such a good listener. He's the best, most considerate drinking buddy I've ever had. You guys should be taking notes from him. He should be taking notes. I love talking with Selma. We can go on, and before I notice, it's been hours. That's a sign of a great friendship in the making. It's true. It's true.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
You plan on staying here all night? I'm gonna close up shop soon. But there's so much we haven't talked about. You can't just leave me hanging here. I got no idea what you're on about. You're a strange girl.
Well,
There's still so much I can do. I can't just go home now. That's a true good employee right there. Welcome. Grab yourself a taco or two before we close for the night. Sun's sure setting quick these days. The days get shorter, but my part-timers' rants get longer. I do worry about her getting back after dark, though. Maybe I'll walk her partway home after we finish cleaning up.
take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Speaking of which, there's a regular of mine who's an idol. Comes over for her taco fix every day. I didn't see her around today, though. Wonder if something happened. Oh, you have no idea. I can't believe the three of us are heading out on the same day, and Gray's finally starting his journey from branch to branch. It sure takes me back to doing the same when we were still junior bracers. Yeah, it's a hard task getting a recommendation letter from every branch, but it's good work before becoming a senior bracer. Not just that, but it's the best way for all bracers to acquire their most useful tool in the job. What tool? Spoiler alert, but it's cultural understanding. The Republic's full of folks from all cultures and backgrounds. You won't be a good bracer if you don't learn how to approach them all.
Oh, that's why. I hear I'll be assigned to a branch steeped in the Central Eastern culture. Give it your best out there. It's a tough road ahead, but I know you can pull it off. Best of luck out there, man. Can't look after you since we're going in the opposite directions, but I have a feeling I won't need to. You got this. Thanks to the both of you. Safe travels, and I hope you enjoy your drinks. Speaking of, I still can't believe you're not even slightly drunk, Regina. Is it really that weird? I've only had a few drinks so far. I don't throw them back as recklessly as you do. Talk about lack of restraint. It's not long before you're a blubbering, drunken mess. I still remember when we got promoted to senior bracers, you got so drunk you told Elaine that... Hey, and no need to bring that up. Yeah, you don't have to throw that back in my face. Nope. That was her conversation. What do you want? You're not getting a free drink out of me, you know. I wasn't gunning for one. Just checking in on you, making sure you're not totally wasted. I hate to admit it, but you're probably not far off. Listen, man, try not to make a mess with Edith while we're away, got it? We won't be here either. You all seem like such good friends. I'm a little anxious, but I know they have big expectations for me. I'm gonna do my best out there so they can be proud of me. Can't wait till you're the protagonist of the... What's the opposite of sky? Trails of water? Although his name is Gray. Trails of clouds? The hell, they're not here either? Or now either? You can probably tell from just how quiet it is around here, but Unifer and her buddies are out on the road tonight. I heard everyone talking about this other team that we're gonna race against. Engines revved, blood pumping, the cold breeze on your face. Ah, youth. Wish cars like these were around when I was their age.
What'll it come again?
Did I never gave Ren her thing, did I? Oh, I did. No, I didn't. No, it's right here.
Oh, thank you.
And speaking of that, oh my god, Sharid? Unknown? There's a street musician that's quickly becoming the talk of the town. Rumor is they're playing by the station. What? Oh man, that is intriguing. Okay, and then Yume and Fairy. Ah, shit. I have 3 free time? That'll probably be next episode, depending on NPC updates, but... I'm so glad to see Sister Belisha is doing well. Even though we are both of Central Eastern heritage, we were raised in different countries and cultures. That, thankfully, has never come between us. I feel like we truly understand each other. I wish her the best in tending to her duties in Cray. Nope. Where'd she go? Did she already go back home? The abundance of resources in the Principality of Elsheim has made it the economic superpower governing the Central East. The role it plays is pivotal, both with its status as a diplomatic powerhouse and its flourishing initiatives regarding the desert's deforestation. Though we must not forget about Valis, it having become a wealthy city-state through maritime trading. Rumors say that tensions have arisen between nations, mostly attributed to certain groups. Things are changing in the Central East. It would do us well to pay attention. The Principality of Elsheim is a wealthy nation, but Valis has made economic strides to rival it in recent years. But they're not the only outliers. Some impoverished nations are moving along nicely too. A major upset might envelop the region soon enough. As head of this temple, I must endeavor to keep abreast of developments between both countries. Everything everyone talks about is so vague all the time. They're always like, that thing, things are moving nicely. Have you got the paperwork on
the new proposal, all the political stuff they talk about in this, it's so vague that it's just like, I can't actually get into any of it. You know? So, some of the time, at least. All right, Station Street.
Off we go.
It's just, I don't know how to really describe it. Oh, there's Unifer. Okay, so you guys are the side quest. Well, we'll do that. We'll do that after Tyrell District. Huh? Did Marguerite go home already? Here I was hoping to ask her for some more hot tips on finding a man with an even hotter bank account. Oh well, I see her here at the department store all the time, so it's not like I can't ask next time. Oh. Congratulations, you're our 1,000th customer this month. Oh my god, her luck is... Here's your gift certificate. We're doing a special offer at the moment. Huh? Really? Yay! My editor loved the Tharbad report too. One lucky thing after the other. At this rate, I might even be able to find Dingo. Luck just finds you everywhere. Dingo really helped me out with the whole Tharbad situation. I wanted to tell him how impressed my editor was with the report. Watch that be like a major story plot point. Her luck being some sort of ancient bloodline. Nice to meet you. My name is Milty. I'm starting working at the department store next week. I stopped by to finish making some arrangements. Well, that was the plan anyway. Looks like the boss is busy right now. Might have to do some window shopping to kill time. Okay, new character. Ilhan didn't realize that Administrator Wesley was, well, the administrator for the store right across the street. Wesley's a great administrator, sure, but he could work a little on his people skills. But I digress. Taking advantage of the unused rooftop area was a great idea. Oh. Even I didn't know about it. I've worked here for 30 years. 30! You don't go up there and get dialogue from Van about how it's not open yet? Every day? By the way, Van, ever thought about investing in a business? To be specific, my business. You have been taking a lot of requests. You've got to be loaded, right? What do you say to pumping a little cash in my business? As if. Not with all the part-timers I've got. Everyone but Anyas has to pay rent, and that ain't cheap. Got to pay them all a livable wage. Look at you, acting like a boss. You could almost pass as a proper business. Shut it. Speaking of dough, shouldn't you be the one that's rolling in it with that recent promotion you got? Oh, no, not at all. I owe this pharmacy so much for all they've done for me. I asked them to keep my salary the same, in fact. But once I get my business up and running, then all the Mira will come rolling in. You made the right choice quitting martial arts. A shrewd business style suits you better. What a fun day. It's not every day I get to see you behave like a proper boss, you know. And do think that on that business proposal I mentioned, you'll get a 10% return on investment. You're such a sly little shit.
Does anything catch your eye?
No.
I hope I see you again.
I'm not investing in a never-changing medicinal shelf. What do you need? I'm just I'm adjusting Mr. Daswani's gun right now. If you need something, spit it. He's real picky. Stuck to the same gun model since he joined the force. And he's very careful with maintenance. Honestly, you can gauge a lot about someone from how they care for their weapons. I totally disassembled his gun, top to bottom maintenance. If you need anything else, get in line. I've still got some adjusting to do so I can bring the accuracy up to snuff. The custom parts were made by yours truly, by the way. I make sure to customize each weapon to suit their owner perfectly.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, still not updated.
I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
I'm getting everything ready for my next work trip. I just need to make sure I have everything so I'm not stressing out when I'm there. Let's see, a cushion, some travel-sized toiletries. How about a book? Oh, I could take something I don't usually read. It'll just add to the whole new experience. Man, she is hooked. Hooked on traveling now. That reminds me, Administrator Wesley recently put some new plans of his into effect. I'm still on the uptake where fashion's not concerned, so I only found out recently. It's nice to see seeing the store as a whole keep up with the times. I'll trust Administrator Wesley's judgment in this situation, and perhaps I should follow his lead.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We
Nothing.
await your next visit.
Wait, Miss Sonia? Have we... Oh, this is that one teacher who was grilling the students in front of the station. This is such a promising opportunity. I gotta focus. I can't afford to waste any time. I can do this. Was that Mr. Powell we saw earlier? Maybe he's doing a night patrol. It'd be so awkward if he saw us. What? What's that teacher up to? I probably shouldn't stick my nose in. I've been workshopping a plan to put in place so we can compete with Orbital Cafe Iota. I can't back down now, not this far in. I laid it on a little thick, but I don't think he caught on. I'm a little disappointed that he didn't. Still, I'm glad I had a look. It was quite eye-opening. It showed me just how close-minded I've been and where the Orbital Cafe's true strengths lie. It's given me a lot to think about. It wasn't a lack of innovation, but rather my blind spots. The roof's been our biggest missed opportunity. Got that right. Started all the major renovations for the space, so it should be ready relatively soon. I plan on figuring out the most effective way to make use of it, so we can rival Yoda. The success will put all my managerial skills and years of experience to the test. Oh, next chapter then. It's definitely going to be next chapter. All right, go back to... Sure. I missed someone in the... Oh, who did I miss? It's okay, I'll go back. The Bracer Guild can come in useful when it comes to maintaining public order, at least. Not denying that they're good at their jobs, but all that glitz and pomp rubs me the wrong way. It feels like a popularity contest half the time. Though keeping citizens safe is the police's job in the first place. We shouldn't be relying on the bracers to do our job for us. I'll give my best performance today. We'll prove to everyone that we don't need those pretentious bracers' help. Okay. Don't remember them. Oh, this is the teacher that their other teacher was talking about. Hey, James. What are you doing in a place like this? Of course I'd run into one of my instructors. None of your business. It's fine if you're just on your way back from shopping, but it's starting to get late. I've been worried about you. I get the impression you've had a hard time fitting in at school. It was the Erebonian transfer. Why are you even bringing that up? That's old news. Forget it. I'm going home. I'm not in the mood for an annoying lecture right now. Why is everyone so annoying? Sasha especially. Just leave me alone. You look like you've got something weighing on your mind as well. It's my job as a teacher to listen to you. Uh-oh. I love going for walks. Toodle-doo, toodle-dee, walking there, walk with me. I'm so tired. The store's packed and Mina's not listening to me. It's like I've been going in circles all day today. No one mentioned being a stay-at-home mom would be this hard. I hear ya. It's different when your kid listens, but oof. I mean, she did raise her, but maybe a little too coddled. Oh my, is it that late already? I should get going home, though perhaps I'll stop by the department store first. I'm in the mood to cook for myself for a change. And now that I finally have an apartment of my own, I try to make the most of those mundane parts of life. Some carelessness is fine here and there, but it's like she's forgotten why she's actually here. The apartment purchase here in Edith was done with the express purpose of making her work as representative easier. You know, I got in touch with an old friend of mine from the Basel Institute of Science for the first time in a while.
Sounds like things are a bit of a mess over there right now. They haven't even decided when Zyphas will be available to the general public. Our Vern partnership was crucial to the store's success, so I'd like to get the sales plan going on ASAP. Both Ilhan and I studied at the Basel Institute of Science, you see. We have a lot of connections from back then, and they've helped us a lot. Our Vern partnership was crucial to the store's success, so I'd like to get a sales plan going for the new civilian. Zypha. Was that man that was coming by really the department store's manager? I heard Ilhan and Carlo talking about it the other day, but I'm not sure. I go there all the time. I should have noticed sooner. Did I exhaust all my brain cells cramming in info about orbital devices, or did I run out of space in my brain? You never run out. I say, forgetting what I had for lunch. A person I looked up to the most has to be Professor Hamilton. She's one of Epstein's 3 disciples. She's simply extraordinary. She kept an eye out for me when she could, back when I was studying in the Institute of Science. I always get the impression that she sees things differently than we do. Now that she's resigned as a Vern advisor, she's gotten involved with geological research to aid with the eastern parts of Zemeria. Her demeanor was always majestic, and something all of my peers looked up to. Since we're both from the Central East, I feel some sort of kinship with her. I wanted to travel with her to the east, but she turned me down. The most I could do to aid her was make a donation towards her research. The funds came from my earnings from my startup. From the earnings from my startup, of course. She's quite old at this point, but I hope she's been doing well. We've never met her,
Do you have
right?
any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
I don't think we've ever met her. They've talked about her so much, but I think even in pictures, when they do like flashbacks, her back is turned. Like she's just a mystery. Oh, hey. Hey, Arkride. I owe you one for your help today. Got a bunch of our eggs in a row now, so we won't be stepping around too many eggshells from here on. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but if there was a push that could help us get Almada under control, that'd be great. They're laying it on so thick, I don't even want to think of a witty comeback. We helped out with all these punks that have been moving recently. As far as I'm concerned, the rest ain't my job. Ouch, that's cold, but that's all right. Figures you're looking out for your folks instead. CID's all over this mess. Thankfully, that in and of itself might be enough of a deterrent to keep things quiet around here. But things aren't as many eyes keeping... But there aren't as many eyes keeping careful watch in the more rural areas. Take care on that work trip you got next week. What the hell do you already know about that? I just saw 3 of our people off a bit ago. They're off on a work trip. No, they mentioned they'd have dinner out, so I might be able to join them somewhere. Hopefully things will stay uneventful, but take care of yourself. Elaine's working right now, by the way. I feel like she's been working too hard lately. She's a hard worker, for sure, but I wish she'd learn to take it easy from time to time. She definitely needs the free time. You should invite her over for a movie or 2. Did I cross a line there? Sorry, I can tell just by looking at you. That's a touchy subject. I gotta cut it out. Elaine's probably tired of this shit too. Invite her to a movie? She's not on this list. Oh, wouldn't it be... Now, whose hair is that? That confuses me. That little, like, floof in front? Whose hair is that? Oh, Nina. Oh, that's definitely Nina. It's got the little thing, the little... Okay, so that event's for sure Nina. Hey, Van, don't see you around often. I only swing by every now and then to check up on things. I guess Elaine's not around. I see Jin's back. You don't need to be coy, you know. I know you and Elaine have got something going on, but I didn't know you and Jin didn't get along. I always found him easy to be around. I mean, he is, but he's nosy. Even I tried to stay distant. It's like he sees right through me. Well, I guess he also reminds me of someone I used to know. Huh? Jin really likes you, though. You two went to the Blacklight District earlier today, yeah? He was talking about asking you for help again later. Big mouth idiot. At least Elaine and Sarah are easier on the eyes than he is. Sarah. He's talking about, you actually know Sarah? The better-looking A-rank bracers. Now that you mention it, you know Sarah and Toval, yes? Apparently he does. When did you meet him? Operation Jormungand? Or was it for the Northern War? Yeah, I helped sniff around for an infiltration route from here in Calvard. Toval's pretty easy to get along with. He's flawed, but he knows his business and makes sure to stick with it. Made negotiations real easy. I got my own fair share of flaws, too. Are you interested in meeting the Divine Blade of Wind or the Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl? I'm sure they're both really impressive, but I'm gonna pass on that one. There's a lot going on here. I'm busier than I was back in Arabonia. Got 3 more reports to write for Hazel. Wanna help? I'm not even from the guild. Man, you're lazy. You got me. Alright, anyone else in here? No. I'm gonna go back to the department store because I missed that person. Oh, it's Daswani. Duh. I didn't even see him. Fancy seeing you here, Spriggan. Right back at you. You looking for weapons today? Or are you looking at the buyers instead? I've frequented this shop for my gun maintenance and customization since the old owner was still in charge. Possession of firearms is permitted under Republic law for the purposes of self-defense, though you need a license to be a gun owner, of course. Not that you even use one. And speaking of, what are you doing here, Spriggan? Just looking for custom parts, something that'll fit my self-defense baton. Gotta shell out for my assistance, you know, even if the costs are starting to pile up. You're shameless, you know that? Do you have any idea what kind of authority I hold? Forget it. Unless with the fact that you're dragging a bunch of civvies around with you on the back burner for the moment. You should at least put some thought into upgrading your equipment. Trouble could strike at any moment, and it's dangerous to be unprepared. Yeah, don't need you to tell me to be careful. Well, aren't you a softie? Knew there was a nice side to you. What's that smirk for? For your information, Hey, honey, what's wrong? Ooh. Oh, I'm already done for the day. I just stopped by one of the stores in front of the station. I'll be back home soon. Don't worry. I'll even stop by for one of Gigi's favorite cupcakes on the way. Huh? No. Maybe a bagel then? Yeah, love you. See you later. What? You got a problem? Nope, not at all. Hey, your wife, I'm guessing? Didn't know you had a daughter either. Look at you playing the family man. Watch it, Spriggan. Stay far, far away from my personal life. If you're looking for a gift, I can vouch for these new cheesecakes I got down in stock downstairs. I'm just saying. Nice and sweet, lemon flavor too. Guaranteed the kiddo's gonna love them. Cheesecake. Well, that's an idea. Not that I was asking for your opinion. You'll start straightening up one day when you have a family. With one on the line, you don't get to just do whatever you want. But I'm gonna give it to you. The cheesecakes might be a good idea to cheer Gigi up. Even the SID's top dogs will go all soft for the family, huh? No. I think we already knew he had a daughter, though. I don't remember when we learned that, but I knew he had a daughter. From one random conversation. Damn it, I was heading to my senior's wedding today, and then I just had to get on the wrong bus. Ugh, I'm not gonna make it. I even got him a present and everything. Oh, this guy's gonna speed you there. No need for tears, brother. Ain't over till the fat lady sings, yeah? But it's getting late.
Listen close, brother. It's the thought that counts, and that's why I'm in the business of taking your thoughts from A to B. I'm sure you prepared a wonderful gift for that senior yours. No shame in that, is there? Only one thing to do, brother, and you already know what it is. You're right, being late is already lame enough, but I can't flake out completely. I have to at least give him his gift. Please, take me to the party. Idios, I'm pathetic, but it'd be even worse if I just gave up here. Even if I don't make it in time for the party, I can still give him his wedding present. Ain't no one can blame a brother for shedding tears in the name of another soul. Don't stress so much, brother. Sure, you didn't get there on time, but you haven't missed your chance yet. Giordano knows these streets like the back of his hand. I'll make sure to take you there. The greatest taxi. All right, let's check this.
Let's do this.
All right, it's decently busy here, but less people than I thought. I guess it's time for me to start focusing my attention on this year's Edith Girls Collection. Basically, it's a fashion show that takes place on the night of the Revolution Festival. Huge trendsetter when it comes to next year's styles. As someone who recruits new modeling talent for a living, I always keep an eye out on the people and fashion they exhibit at the show every year. I mean, I would assume so. Oh. Oof, I'm beat today. Is it just me, or have the other districts been calling in more help more often lately? Because I swear my shoulder and back are killing me more than usual. Oh, Karen, just how old are you? You're starting to sound like an old man going on like that. How's about I give you a little massage, My ma tells me I've got the hands of an angel. That's okay, Nancy. You don't have to do all that. She sure is soothing to be around, though. I can feel my muscles loosening up already just from talking to her. What's wrong? I got something on my face. No, you don't. It's nothing. Thanks for the offer. I feel a little more relaxed already. Hey, do that off the job. Also... Okay, I thought maybe that one priestess was gonna be hiding in the shadows. Now let's get this show on the road. The city isn't gonna patrol itself at night. We seem to be having some unsavory characters prowling around lately, but I've got them in my sights. Nothing escapes this officer's watch. You're far too serious all the time, Karen. Always so uptight, always on high alert. How about I give you a shoulder rub, Ma and Pa say I'm a real natural at it. I don't know if that's really workplace appropriate. Armis's educational visitation sounds awesome and all, but I like working here too. You get to see all kinds of people and do fun and cool things. When I say all kinds, I mean all kinds. We get Armis students, foreigners, musicians, a little of everything. That's why I can't bring myself to quit doing work like this. Doesn't hurt that Charles, the owner, has a personality that really invites everyone to just come in and be themselves. Who are you? Oh, Transit. My Vern Company work has really been piling up lately. I'm worried about the company. The financial boost they get from reparations is bound to peter out soon. Oh well, nothing I can do about that, so I'll just de-stress with some reading. About a book titled Racion Credit Union's Bankruptcy, The Truth. But I think I'm in the mood for a novel. Now, what to buy? That doesn't sound like a fun book. Sure is fixated on the sky for some reason. Can't see anything myself, but who knows? That's the second mention of the sky. It gets darker earlier and stuff. Is there an apocalypse? Oh no, it's just winter. Oh, you're here late. What can I serve you this evening? There's a family from Elsheim that often comes to this cafe in the afternoon. They appear to have finally settled into the city at long last. They've started telling me all sorts of things about their lives, such as Armis's educational outing, which is nice to hear.
It seemed to be quite the struggle for them to get acclimated to their new environment, but these days they sound much more relaxed. I'm relieved. Oops.
Welcome. Thank you. We await your next visit.
Alright. Isn't this Raymond's sister? Or who is this? No. Who are you? I know you. I know I've seen a Carol around. It's amazing we're broadcasting this year's EGC over the Orbital Net. We've got to nail the production and get every detail right. Right. We're going to make this the best EGC by ourselves, but it's going to take all of us working as a team to make it happen. I've got new lighting gear all ready to go on my end. What are we going to do for the background music? We want to start with something nice and subdued, don't we? I've got an idea. What about that song that's been kind of popular lately? What was it called again? Oh, I know the one. You mean the one that with the really nice melody? That is her, Carol. That's Raymond's sister. I don't know why that reminded me of it. And I remember the singer. I think his name was Jess Branson. Carol, is something wrong? No, nothing at all. Don't mind me. Of all the people, why did it have to be him? I mean, I'm glad he's getting noticed, of course, but still. Jess Branson, you said, right? That could work. I'll get in touch with his agency and see what they have to say. I know the president there. He's a regular of mine. I'll just ask him. They're doing it. They're really doing it. What do I do? I'm happy, but at the same time, what do I do? Okay, well, I had no idea she worked for the news outlet or whatever's their EGC news out. No, they're just doing a thing on EGC. Why is she so concerned about him getting mentioned, though? Also, she didn't even mention she knew him and literally lives with him. When it comes to heinous crimes in Calvard, they don't get much bigger than the whole devil-worshipping cult. They denied Adios' existence, and about a decade ago, they were going around kidnapping kids. I was still just a little kid myself back then, and I remember them giving me the absolute creeps. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. The kind of chills a girl can't get enough of.
Well,
when word got out about the whole cult, that whole cult, it sent shockwaves across the entire country. This book of mine really is the best. Just thinking about them gives me the chills. Thank God Ren and Tio aren't around to hear that. I interviewed Walter Huckberry earlier today. We did it at a pretty relaxed location, but I still tried to be careful with what I said. Still, he was definitely a nicer guy than I was expecting. I've come away from the interview feeling like I can write a deep, insightful piece about him. Now I just need to put it all together. Oh. Strange, I don't usually get so fired up when I'm doing an assignment like this. I better take that feeling and run with it. I gotta get all my thoughts down while they're still fresh in my mind. Chen looked pretty stressed earlier. I'm guessing the editors thrust some assignment on him that's outside his wheelhouse. In some ways, he's the opposite of Mario. He's always down on his luck, but it's like she's blessed with it. That said, it did sound like he had some sort of success. I hope the final article turns out great. Okay, that's the only people in here. Ice cream. I was so fired up that to take that popcorn seller head on, but it looks like he's mostly got his eyes on the movie theater and what they're playing. He got me all revved up for nothing. Guess he's the type of guy who can cool off as quickly as he gets fired up. Not that I can complain too much when I'm clearly attracting more customers than him, so I'd say I'm still getting the last laugh. A little competition might have turned out to be a whole lot of nothing, but putting that aside, it's actually not so bad selling out here at night.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Lyle, what are you doing in a place like this? Don't get any funny ideas. I'm not trying to do anything weird. I'm just on my way home from work. I work at that instrument store 3 times a week. Plus, I clean buildings and deliver newspapers to people. As a result, I know this area like the back of my hand these days. I've even seen you around here a couple times. Really? I never realized you were here so much. Wait, that's a lot of jobs to juggle. Isn't that too much to handle? Well, my tuition and room and board aren't going to pay for themselves. I do what I have to. They call me the part-time pro for a reason, you know? And here I almost found myself respecting him a little for once. Turns out he's the same guy as ever.
All right.
Wait, that made you not want to respect him?
Yeah.
That's a lot of jobs you have. At first I was almost impressed, but you're the same old Lyle as ever, it seems. Huh? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Good question.
How about some popcorn, huh?
Yeah, I heard things are they're gonna be playing Golden Blood director's cut again at the theater. I missed my opportunity to see it last time, and I've been regretting it ever since. Now I have to see it. It's my duty as a movie buff. I was so worried that the director's cut is just going to vanish into thin air after it left the theater. I'm so glad to be proven wrong. So glad. Okay. Shino! The shopping center here is always so busy at night. It has this unique atmosphere that I'm very fond of. It seems these two were enjoying a movie together before they came here. I'll have to serve them some of my tastiest drinks to keep the conversation flowing for them.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got nothing new, though. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how popular Wolves Requiem is. We started screening that at night alongside the director's cut of Golden Blood, though the latter has an age restriction in place. Director Gotti wanted that version to be screened because, in his words, it leaves nothing on the table. Many moviegoers also expressed interest, so in the spirit of supporting Vegas films, we ultimately decided to show it. Wait, so is the director's cut of Golden Blood have its own thing and it's just a close-up of her boobs? Because the other poster, the nighttime, the other poster is a lot less revealing than this one. Oh yeah, it even says R17 in the bottom. Why is there no rating on this one? Is this not R17? That's the movie we're gonna watch for sure. He decided to once again screen Golden Blood, director's cut. After receiving complaints about its content, we initially put it on hold. However, we believe in freedom of expression, so it's back now. As the story goes, director Salvatore Gotti sought to make a more extreme film than what it ultimately came out. However, after some persuasion from the film's distributor and Judith Lancer's talent agency, he dialed it back for the original release. We've also begun to show Midnight Memories as of this week. That film has attracted some attention among a subset of horror fans. I must say, in spite of its low budget, the sense of immersion that comes from the mockumentary framing is rather incredible. Some viewers have even asked if it was a recording of actual spirits that were found in the real world.
Hello.
That's how you know it feels good. Or it does a good job. If they have to question whether it's real. We've watched Sober Curious. That I don't think we've watched the director's cut. Books. Shit. Well, I'm gonna watch all 3 of them in the next episode for sure. Just in case, we've already seen Sober Curious, so unless I see different dialogue, I'll skip it. But director's cut, I think, is gonna count as something different. So it's between Wolves Requiem and that, and I guess whoever we end up like getting points with at the end of it is who I'll give it to. If it's Judith, then sure, we'll keep director's cut. All right, you're done. You're done. We are moving this way. Huh? What the? He's already done going through all the flyers and sales slips? Not only that, he also took care of next month's ingredients list and tweaked the menus. Oh, and there's a note too. Get these back to Miss Mao. Also apologize to her for getting carried away while you're at it. He sounds so mad. And how is he so freaking capable anyway? Oh, sorry for all the yelling. I should get back to work. I just don't understand how Cowhan is that talented. I'm half convinced he isn't even human.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
No, he's Hayaway. Oh, this is where you're at. Hey, been keeping busy with those patrols? Not as busy as you've been with that drinking, it seems. I thought you would have made a beeline for Blacklight District or something. You know me too damn well at this point. Yeah, I'd be down there right now if it weren't for that what Sao and the rest said earlier. Finally about to close in on A after all this time, the bastards. Once we know what their endgame is, all we have to do is move in and crush them. Hey now, don't get too ahead of yourself, alright? Once they know something, I'm sure they'll be in touch. I know we don't have the most fun job in the meantime, but it is what it is. You got that right. Don't get me wrong, Chief. I know trying to rush things is just asking for trouble. I could be hot-headed, but I'm not an idiot. I think I'm gonna order some food, too. Make sure I'm recharged for when it's time for us to go in and kick A's in the garden's asses. What do you say? Any way I can get you to treat your lackey to a little something extra? Promise I won't call you an old man for 5 minutes. Sorry, punk. I ain't made of money. You'll have to pay for whatever you want with your own Mira. Today's been a hell of a crazy day, but at least we got enough out of it to make all that bullshit worth it. I'm thinking order food. Make sure I'm recharged. Ha. Kunming's got guts. Boss and Cowhan are around like that. She's completely clueless about our true line of business, and personally, I'd like to keep it that way. Things are heating up behind the scenes, so if I want her to stay out of harm's way, I'll have to redouble my efforts. I better link up with Sao so we can start investigating the situation. The hell? Please, take your time while you're here. Relax and enjoy. God. He's a man of few words. I heard they cast an Easterner named Nina Fenley as Sheena Turk in the upcoming Gloria movie. Did the director sleep through history class or something? Sheena Turk was white. You can't favor diversity over historical accuracy. It's just plain wrong. Plus, if they wanted to cast an Easterner, General Atkinson was right there. He was mixed race. He's also... Okay. Oh, for Adios' sake, why must they show that Salvatore... they show that Salvatore Gotti travesty again after... Oh, is that why he's not in the movie theater? Because he doesn't want to see the posters of Golden Blood? They already suspended it once. Did they suddenly decide it had value because it was the runner-up for Best Direction? Ridiculous. Utterly and completely ridiculous. How could this theater have fallen so low? Well, see, now everyone else seems to be of a different mind than you. Maybe you should be a little more open-minded. Sir. Oh. This is a guy who's like, Mario's still got a lot to learn. I've been held up with the press corps, so I haven't had any time to find leads on stories from other places. Though it's nothing I can't fix by calling in a few favors. Maybe I'll try and strike a deal with one of the small-time news agencies. As soon as I offer them to set them up with one of my contacts in Parliament, I'll have them eating from the palm of my hand. Okay. If you're looking for Albert, he just went home. I still don't know how he juggles his student council duties and his job here. I overheard him talking about a school outing he'll be doing. He sounded a little concerned about it. I'm guessing it's because of teenager things. Hang in there, kiddo. Your boss is in your corner. Albert's such a sweetheart. I can't not want him to succeed with whatever he's got going on. I hope he doesn't take his youth for granted. You never realize how precious those early years are until they're over.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
All right, so that is everyone. We're going to do a side quest quick, and then we're going to end after that probably. And then I'll do movies, free time, and then we'll move on with story in the next episode. But hold on. Whew, okay. Right here?
Off now.
All right, guys. This has something to do with street racing. That's for sure. The hell, man? Who do those guys think they are? Chill it, Downey. I get how you feel, but shouting is doing nothing for us. Oh, but I'm not letting them get away with this. Hell no. Not with our street racer pride on the line. Seconded. We should take our chances while we can. What's going on here? Van. I guess I could let you know. There's this bunch of street racers causing trouble for us ever since they turned up in the capital. They're taunting us, I tell you. They drive like madmen all around town just to get on our nerves. I ran my car into a guardrail thanks to their dumbasses. Just thinking about it gets me angry all over again. The hand-me-down I got from Downey got trashed real bad too. Dude, she had to be sent to the body shop. How can we let loose and enjoy a sweet drive with them tearing it up around town? Yeah, it sounds pretty bad. Who are we dealing with here? They call themselves the High Bloods. There's 4 of them. They all come from Arasion. Do not be the oh, no? That's not the people from Azure, right? That moved into, actually I think his name was Bond, into Bond's house. Was it Bond? They used to stick to their turf, but they recently started moving here. They're all rich kids, obviously, and their cars are really souped up. What's more, their leader, Lucio, is the grandson of Etoile's current company president. He's got a modded Etoile sports car. Ain't no slouch as the driver, either. Last we raced, he passed me by like I was just crawling through the street. Can you believe that? Hold on, you said it was the Etoile's president's grandson. Man, that sucks. Last thing you need is someone related to the company's top brass being a dick. And he's not the worst of it. There's another guy that's even more reckless driver. His name's Damien, and he styles himself as the main fighter. That name sounds familiar. I need to look up his name. Okay. The High Bloods. Absolutely. They called themselves the High Bloods in Azure. I went and looked up that quest because I remember kind of a little bit about it. I don't remember their actual names, but I'm sure this is the characters we met. Maybe one of them is new, though, because there were 3 of them. There weren't 4. So Lucio is probably new. The reckless driver, I don't doubt we've met him, and that's Damien in Azure. Or Zero. Azure, I believe. He styles himself as their main fighter. He's all cocky, taunting us from his bike just because he can take tighter turns than any of our cars. He's the one that did my baby, and I'll never forgive the bastard, never. He thinks he's better than us car drivers, does he? So what are you planning to do about these guys? Surely you're not just going to let them keep running wild? They're definitely not. We've tried warning them over and over to stop behaving like this, but it's fallen on deaf ears. Since they're not heeding warnings like that, I tried talking to Lucio directly. The only thing he said was, if you want us to leave, you'll have to beat us in a race. We're actually on our way to the race right now. Yeah? Guess my timing's just that good. You could say that. There's 4 of them, but me and Graham are the only ones who can ride with rides right now. Oh shit, we're gonna drive. That's not even counting car specs and the driving ability. Hate to admit it, but it's stacked and not in our favor. But we can't just give up. Yeah, better to lose outright than to flake out on them and just lose by default. Not like we're hoping to lose, though. We're not backing down until they're in the ground. Wish us luck. I don't want to sit back and let a bunch of rich assholes wreak havoc in Edith. Maybe I could lend him a hand here. Absolutely.
especially if we get to race. But that's only 3, right? They said only 2 of them, and then Van has his own car, but we're still down 1. Mind if I join? I appreciate the sentiment, but this is our problem to deal with. Wouldn't be right to drag you into it. Hard disagree. This goes beyond just you. It involves all car lovers now. As a fellow driver myself, I can't just stand back and let a bunch of punks with no sense for safe driving screw my home up. I want to teach them a lesson. Fan. That's what we like to hear. Don't see why he can't join. Why not let him? All right. Thanks, Van. You're really saving our asses here. You might honestly be the best help we could have got. I respect you a lot, man. Thanks for saying so. That still leaves the problem of dealing with Damien, though. Oh yeah, bike. Oh. I'm no biker, so I'm not going to be able to help here. Call Hermes. So, not so sure how we're going to deal with that niggling little detail. So, oh my god, she just shows up on it. Whew, that's all for today, then. Now back to my bike. My bike. Why are all of you gathered here? You're even just immediately involving yourself? Hermes, your timing literally couldn't be any better. Got some free time on your hands? Huh? I mean, I'm done for the day, so I guess so. I do. I see. So you're going to be racing them to teach them a lesson? Yeah. Would really help if we had a biker of your skill level on our team. What do you say? You up for it? Sure, I'll join your team. Teaching a naughty writer how to behave sounds like fun. I'll make sure they think twice before causing trouble in the capital again. Glad to see you're so fired up for this. I really appreciate you agreeing too. Now it feels like we have a fighting chance. Yep, this is going to be a proper 4v4 race. Now all that's left is leaving them in the dust. Anyway, clock's ticking. Let's get going to the meeting spot. You ready to go? Ready whenever you are. Same here. Let's roll.
Okay, time to get to work.
I don't know why I'm so interested in this quest already. Is this the meeting spot? Yeah, just beyond here is the highway we're using. But we're supposed to meet face to face right here first. Looks like they've arrived. Would you look at that? That's a hell of a ride. Right? A lot of Mira went into customizing her. This ain't gonna be an easy race. Oh boy. I couldn't tell you which one was new. God, I'd have to go back and look at... Unfortunately, I didn't do a Let's Play for Azure, so I don't have any recordings of it. So there's no way I could go back and look, but obviously they were tiny. Not at all these graphics, but... Hello and good evening, street racers. I'm impressed you didn't just turn tail and run. So you really showed up, High Bloods. I don't recognize those two. Well, thanks to your biker, our cars are in the shop, so I figured I'd call in some help. Look at these small fries. At least try to make it as fun for us, all right? What? I dare you to say that again. Donnie's all kinds of fired up now. Now I think it's time we reintroduced ourselves. We're the High Bloods, a team composed exclusively of those who are elites even among the elite. Pleasure. Are these the guys that I remember Lloyd, one time when Lloyd first met Ren, he didn't know Ren was part of Ouroboros, and her brother was missing, and when she found out, she's like, I'm following, I'm helping. And Lloyd didn't know anything about it. But I remember taking her into a home with the High Bloods in it and putting the fear of God in them. I swear. Maybe. Pleasure. You know, I completely forgot until you said the name, but I heard the High Bloods a few years back. I heard they were nothing but a bunch of pampered rich kids, kind of like you. You must be referring to our predecessors. They apparently disbanded after doing a tour of Crossbell. Okay, so these are different people with the same name. Now their name is ours. Okay. Because, yeah, I wouldn't have recognized any of them. Huh. Is there a specific reason behind inheriting their name? Indeed, there is. While I don't approve of the way they loved drinking, women, and gambling, as former nobility, we identify with how they valued their chosen bloodlines that gave them power and wealth. It is only fitting that we consider ourselves the true Highbloods. Former nobility, eh? Been a while since I've heard anyone call themselves that. Yeah, you don't hear that kind of thing around here much. Maybe because they're from Arassian. Up until the noble institution was abolished during the Calvardian Revolution, Arassian was the royal capital. Shame that even after decades have gone by, there are still old fossils that can't throw away their elitist bullshit. How dare you! Lucio's family line was a noble, great noble house that had the trust of even the royal family. It's fine, it doesn't bother me. Commoners could never hope to understand our noble thoughts. What I cannot forgive, however, is that you people don't know your place. You insist on getting in our way. You're nothing but an eyesore to us on our drives, and that's why we're going to make you leave the capital streets. You've got a lot of nerve. It's a riot that you think you causing trouble for folks with your reckless driving is a way to have fun. As street racers, how could we hand these streets to you when you lack basic manners or compassion? Just what are you getting at? Getting yourself all worked up over, commoner? Just looking at you in your half-assed custom ride, just look at you in your half-assed custom ride, because you ain't got no mirror to spend. You got no right to talk when you can't even bring up the true worth of your rides. Well, damn, you got a big mouth on you for such a little brat. If you know so much about the true worth of our rides, then why don't you teach me? Don't think we're gonna just take this sitting down. It's time we settled the score, right here, right now. Yeah, get ready, Highbloods. Drivers as reckless as you have no right to call themselves street racers, so we're making this your last drive. It would appear we have 4 vehicles each, so how about we race one-on-one? When you're ready, we'll leave for the expressway. Don't disappoint us. And so, with their street racer pride on the line, the curtain to their fierce battle rose. After confirming the rules for each race once more, each participant went right to work preparing. Okay, let's decide who's going to race who. Think I could go against the biker on their team? I think that's kind of a given. Sure thing. Just ride safe, okay? But of course. Who's gonna face Lucio? Could you leave him to me? It's my job as leader to get revenge for Downey. I have to. Graham. This race is about you guys. Whatever it is you're thinking, I'm down. That being the case, you said it yourself. If you go as is, you're gonna lose. Not even talking about your driving technique either. If we're going by specs, it's gonna be real tough for you. But, and I hate to say this, my truck could handle his ride. All I can promise you, I won't lose. Let him drive your truck. Come on, you got this. Van. Alright, then Van will be racing Lucio instead. Already borrowing your skill, we might as well be in it to win it. Got that right. I'll cut that spoiled brat down to size. Damn. Would've been sweet if you just let him... if you actually trusted him with his truck. Then I guess that means we'll handle Lucio's 2 flunkies. And if I remember right, they both came in here in Etoile's sedans. By the way, I've seen that Roger guy up close and personal before. I think I've got a decent idea how he operates. Yeah, I knew I could count on you. Then I'll take the other one. The other guy. Tabo? Great. Sounds like we're all squared. Once we wrap up our fine-tuning, let's hit the road. We're rooting for you guys. Go kick some ass. And please, don't get hurt. Thanks, you guys. I promise we're gonna beat those Highbloods. The matchup's decided, everyone got in their cars, and they went off to the races. First round pitted Unifer against Tebo. Unifer's Lino sedan had the edge in traction due to the love and care she put into tuning it. As the race went on, she slowly but surely narrowed the gap between her and Tebo. However, her vehicle lacked the horsepower required to best the sedan, which boasted a roaring engine that ultimately led him to victory. Oh. For the next race, Graham stepped up to the plate, ready and willing to avenge Univer. Graham's Ingert was a lightning-fast sports car, but Roger's decked-out sedan was no slouch either. It was a close race, with both cars being neck and neck from the start to finish. In the end, Graham's powerful traction allowed him to emerge victorious by a hair's breadth. 1-1. After that, it was time for the third round. We're at 1-1 right now, so we don't have this in the bag just yet. But that just makes this all the more exciting. It'll be a cold day in hell before I lose to someone pathetic courier lady. Get ready to choke on my dust. You stole my line. Starting line's up ahead. Time to get serious. Holy hell, look at her go. You can't even see her anymore. Eat that, loser. Afraid it's a little early to celebrate. That thing's acceleration isn't half bad, but its top speed doesn't hold a candle to my bikes. Specs aren't the only thing that matter in a race, you know. Oh, you dick. On that point, you and I agree. That scumbag just rammed his handlebars against her. Talked about dangerous. The fact he pulled it off without losing his balance shows he's no amateur. It's still reckless, though. Those guys are freaking crazy. Come on, I dare you to try and overtake me again. If you do, I'll hit your dingy little bike with everything I got. Oh, what's the matter? Can't keep up? Or is their wimpy-ass courier getting cold feet? There's less than 500 ards until the finish line. The victory's as good as mine. This is the decisive moment. I can slow down, make him think I've given up, and speed past him when he least expects it, or I can rev up right now and punch it. Yeah, make him think he's won, and he'll probably let go of the... If you just punch it now, there's a good chance his bike's just more powerful. And this is her work bike. It's not really fair to just say punch it and let him run into her again. Slow down. Throwing in the towel already? What a wuss. Just stick to carrying around people's junk in the future. Ooh. Ha! Yes, go, courier lady. Gee, caught him off guard by speeding past him at the last second. What an incredible strategy. You even had me fooled. That was one hell of a secret weapon. Nice job. Was that a turbocharger? Something along those lines. I was hoping I could win without revealing it, but them's the breaks. Well, guess I'm up next. Go get 'em, Van. Knock the high bloods off their high horses. You really did customize every part of that Etchwa's car, from the suspension to the spoiler. You must be daft if you think you could take me with that little girl's car. You've slighted me with your hubris, and I'll make you pay for it. Excuse me? Did you just say a little girl's car? There's more cars on the road now. Using the turbocharger would be way too risky. Oh, damn. He swerved around those cars like it was nothing. Thankfully, all this traffic is preventing him from hitting top speed, so I can keep up with him. Can't get too cocky here, though. He might not be on Maxim's level, but he's still a force to be reckoned with. I had hoped he had a trick up his sleeve like that woman did. I was so looking forward to making a fool of him. But it's clear he has nothing. What a disappointment. We're approaching the point where the traffic from Riverside joins the expressway. At this time of day, maybe I could... Looks like he couldn't keep pace with me. How pathetic. Huh. Someone forgot to take out yesterday's garbage. But why must there be so many of these infernal trucks on the expressway at night? What? Huh. Your lack of knowledge of the area is coming back to haunt you, bud. Damn, he got it faster than I thought he would. Well, look at that. Hey, so you do have a modicum of skill after all. Too bad it's futile. That pile of scrap can't match my car's acceleration and speed. Might be able to secure victory if I use my turbocharger, but it'd be risky. Should I do it? Hell yeah. If I want to win this, I gotta pull out all the stops. Holy. Do you really think I wouldn't have one of those too? Shit. You just had to overtake me at the last damn stretch. Did we lose? Did we lose? We lost. Should I just have prioritized safety then? Well, no matter what, I would have lost then. I don't know. That's the choice I made. It's reckless. And that's that. Well, wait. And that's that. Well, that's that. The competition ends in a tie. Not what I was hoping for. Not when we Highbloods are far more talented than a rabble of commoners. It was the least I could do after you came to me for help. Sorry, guys. I wish I could have done better. It's not on you. So don't worry. Without you two, this wouldn't even have been a competition. I hate to say it, yeah, but I couldn't have seen this going any other way. But then, what does that mean now? Never thought I'd run into a biker as wild as her. Here I was planning to run circles around her, but she ended up running circles around me instead. Damn, man. I managed to win this time, but to be honest, I don't know how it'd turn out if we did a round 2. I never even thought a person could drive like that. After a race so fierce, I suppose it would be a little uncouth not to acknowledge your skills to some degree. When next we meet, however, you shall be met with overwhelming defeat. And may you never forget it. Yeah, just you wait and see. Next time I'm gonna blow your socks off. What is their deal? I guess they won't be messing around for a while, but they'll be back for revenge at some point? What? Why do they get to decide that? If only they were more honest with themselves. I'm glad things worked themselves out in the end, I guess. Well, it wouldn't have gone half as well if you and Hermes weren't here. There's no way this is the end of it, but for now, we've at least chased the Highbloods off. Thanks for the help, you two. It's no biggie. I enjoyed myself, so it was worth it. Likewise, I'm happy my orbital bike skills proved useful. And so the battle against the Highbloods came to an end, with everyone singing praises for one another's efforts. On the way back, Hermes parted with the group, and Graham and his people returned to the shop.
That takes care of that. Looks good to me.
That's probably 3. 3? No? Damn. All right, something ended incorrectly there. I'm probably going to save this outcome, but I do want to reload quick. I have to know if playing it safe somehow wins it. If not, then this was meant to be, and this is just how it is. But all right, I don't know if this is, I hit skip to next scene. I don't know if this is gonna skip it, but prioritize safety. That did skip the scene, so you have to watch the entire scene if you want to see that. What happened? What happened? Oh man, we won? No, I have to see it. All right, so you can't hit skip scene at all, or it will skip that. All right, prioritize safety. I want to actually just see. Can't risk hurting anyone. I'll accept no less than overwhelming victory. He's got a turbocharger. Don't use that here. It's too dangerous. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Really? Tried to warn you, dumbass. That's it? There's no way. I figured being risky would have been more helpful here. Oh, damn it. Well, you know what? We're going to save this outcome probably. And that's that. The race goes to us. They did it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, you even surprised us. Seriously, way to go above and beyond. That's something. Sometimes things just work out, you know. But we really have Hermes and Van to thank for it all. It's the least we could do after you came to me. It was a close shave, but hey, I got to show off a little, so it's all good. So, Highbloods, you gonna keep your promise, right? Curses, how could this have happened? Our machines were tuned to perfection. We were in peak racing condition. I'm sorry, Lucio, if only I'd gone faster. I managed to win this time, but to be honest, I don't know how to... Okay, so that's the same. Never run into a biker as wild as her. You guys. Fine. As promised, we will come nowhere near the capital from this day forward. We'll also cover the repair costs for your 2 vehicles. Is that to your satisfaction, commoners? Okay, I'm keeping this. I've got issues with your tone, but yeah, that works. Well, hey, that's pretty generous, actually. Maybe you're not as bad as I thought. Bro, is that all it takes to win you over? They're the reason our cars are busted up. Well, now that all that's said and done, it's time we return to Erasion. However, don't misunderstand. In no way have we recognized that our style of driving is worse than yours. Next we meet, you shall be met with overwhelming defeat. May you never forget it. Yeah, just you wait and see. Next time I'm gonna blow your socks off. Okay. It's weird because they said, like, they'll be back, but in this case, they're not coming back. Huh? Just what was all that supposed to mean? I guess they won't mess around here for a while, but they'll be back for revenge at some point. Okay. What? Well, why did they get to decide that? Wasn't that the whole point of the deal then? What was the whole point then? If they were only more honest with themselves. I'm glad things worked themselves out in the end. Wouldn't have gone half as well if you... Yeah, okay. So this is all going to be the same. No way, this is the end of it. Thanks for your help. Alright, so... Everyone's singing praises for one another's efforts. On the way back, they parted ways.
That takes care of that. Looks good to me.
I'm keeping that. And 2 SP instead of 1? Yeah, sure. It's fine. I know it's kind of... Well, it's not really cheating. I mean, it's just reloading, but... I'm keeping that, which unfortunately means I have to go through and remember what I bought, what I upgraded throughout the night, and redo all of that, but I'll do that on my own. Losing's such a bummer, but it's not all bad. I got to let loose and drive my heart out. That feels so good. My little baby's the best car in town. And I kinda pegged the Highbloods as simple assholes, but they ended up surprising me. Infuriating as it was, races with them were always real blood pumping. I'd welcome them back to challenge us again and Edith anytime. I was on the edge of my seat that whole race. I guess I get how you feel now, Downey. I need to catch up. I'll be pulling off tricks like that one day. I just gotta keep practicing. I just can't sit on the sidelines after seeing a wild race like that. Damn it. I gotta get my sweet ride back in business so we can get back on the road. I heard they had quite a joyride out there. I should have told them to go easier on the gas. It's all fun and games until the cops show up. But oh well. It ain't gonna go rain on their parade. Let them rip, I say. Okay. Unfortunately, everyone is lit up again. Oof. I'm going to end this here. In the next one, we have free time and movies, and then we're moving on. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.